Hello, and welcome back to the Bean Racing Development Channel. On today's video, we're going to be fixing the exhaust on the Protege. We're going to be making a little muffler delete. I've never welded before, but I have a really cheap flux core welder from Harbor Freight. So this video is going to be seeing if I can fab up an exhaust myself. It'll be really simple. I've already gone ahead and chopped the muffler off, so I'll show you what I've got and what we're working with now. And if you're new here, this is our 99 Mazda Protege 5-speed. We bought it for 12 cans of beer and drove it home. And it is our Lemons car for 24 Hours Lemons. We'll be racing at Road Atlanta in a little less than 2 months. So we're trying to get this car ready. Last video, we went ahead and prepped the car to get caged, and since then it has gotten caged. So let me show you how that turned out. Coming down to the bottom of the car now, you'll see where it already cut the muffler off, which is right here. And so in stock form, there is a pipe going over the subframe here. Muffler was right here, and then it came out the back. So the plan is just to run pipe all the way from there, over subframe and out the back. Let's see what we got to do that. All right, this is what we've got for the exhaust. We've got the old muffler, and the reason I saved this was because this piece was on the muffler. I just went ahead and cut it off. But this is the piece that's gonna get us over that subframe. That way I don't have to fab up a curve. I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna be just bolting this stock piece back on to clear that subframe. We'll use the rest of this pipe to kind of do a straight through exhaust to the back. And I've also got a little exhaust tip as well. It should be pretty straightforward, but I've also never welded before. So it will be more complicated than it needs to be, but it'll be a cool new skill to learn. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so here's the plan. This is the part that I was talking about earlier that was on the muffler that we cut off. So that goes over the subframe. It'll thread in to there and there on the stock exhaust. The plan is to get this welded to that pipe, weld some more pipe to this one. So I bought 2 of these. So weld those together and then put the tip on, and it should be right here is the goal. Alrighty, first step is going to be to go ahead and grind this off. I don't really have a file to get rid of the burrs, so I'm just going to use my angle grinder with a grinding flat disc. My roommate Nick called me out on never wearing safety goggles when using rotary tools. Very rightfully so. So I've got them on this time, and yeah, we'll get going on this. So there it is. We went ahead and grinded that down to bare metal. We got rid of the burrs on the inside. So now I guess we can just go ahead, get rid of this sticker over here, and yeah, start getting that welder prepped. Alrighty, I think we've got everything set up. We've got our welder all plugged in. We're gonna run on low settings because we're doing very thin metal, and so I read online for exhaust piping for flux core, you're gonna wanna turn your wire speed as well as your temperature all the way down at first to kind of see how that reacts. So that's what we'll do first. I've got my helmet, I've got my gloves. We'll go ahead and just try to get this tacked up, and we'll see how that works. Alrighty, she's looking all tacked up to me, really shittily, but it took some messing with the speed settings, so that's where I'm at with my wire speed, and I've turned my temperature up to max. It is the most basic welder you can get from Harbor Freight, so those are kind of the only adjustments I have, but that's what we got from you know, just tacking it. There are some tacks that are better than others, some that look like they're not doing anything. That big one right there might be the best tack on there. Now we're just going to see if we can try to lay a bead all the way through. I've never done this before, so this might turn out like shit, but we'll see. Ooh. Oh, and I've got just whole pieces of wire in there. Great. Does a grinder make me the welder I'm not? Let's find out. Alrighty, we've gone ahead and grinded it all down, and it's still looks like shit, but it holds, and that's the most important thing. It looks like it's gonna hold. I did spray some soapy water on it, and I didn't see any bubbles, so it doesn't look like there are any leaks. And so I think the next thing we're gonna do is weld that second pipe onto here, and then we'll cut down that second pipe to wherever we need to for it to line up with where the we want to put that tip of the exhaust. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get that second pipe welded on, and we'll see how it looks from there. So they're pretty bad, but I mean, there's no holes. And for my first time welding something and it's solid and I tested it, there's no leaks. As long as it holds, I'm happy with it. Doesn't have to look pretty. I'm gonna slap some paint on it before we put it on. But before we do that, before we just start bolting it up, we've gotta figure out the exhaust hangers. That's something I neglected to think about. I think we're going to try to rob the hangers that are off the muffler and try to weld them onto this pipe and see if we can get them to fit. So we'll see if we were able to do that. Honestly, this length seems great. And I love the way that it's just a pipe that sticks out. It's just kind of funny. I don't think I really need the exhaust tip that I got, which is right here. It was a little bit expensive because it was just from AutoZone. I think I might not use it. I might just run the pipe. All right, change of plans. After a couple minutes of fiddling with the muffler, I decided to not do that because it's too annoying. And I remembered we had metal zip ties. So I've just got them zip tied to the hanger. And honestly, like, it's solid. It's not going anywhere. So I think we're gonna call that a win. Save yourself some time and go ahead and get this car started. Holy shit. And Nick figured out the tach.
Wait, look.
Yeah.
What? It does.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Nick got this tach figured out. The only thing is that the coolant gauge is not going to be accurate. It's just going to read as hot. But we do plan on getting some gauges to monitor those soon. But we got a working tach now, which is awesome. And the exhaust sounds good too. The car sounds great. We have a working tachometer. Nick came home from work and just banged that out. I think we're going to finish up wiring everything. Maybe take it on a small test drive just to hear the exhaust, what it sounds like when we're driving the car. And yeah, after we get all those clips, we'll go ahead and close up the video. But we're making great progress on this car. And we fixed the misfire as well. So it doesn't misfire anymore. We did an injector now. That's fine too. So the car really is driving great. We're very, very happy about that. We thought we might have to swap a motor and we thought we were so cooked. But car's great now. Our enthusiasm and motivation is now restored for sure. I think morale was a little low thinking that we needed a new motor, but I mean, come on, dude. It's so cool.